Okay, so we have already talked about certain applications of NLP, whether it is text classification we saw now, topic modeling also we saw. The next one is language detection and machine translation. This is universally used, and in enterprise this is most often used when it involves multiple geographies. So how does it work? So I was working on this interesting use case where there was already an existing solution, but it didn't support some 3 to 4 languages. For example, it didn't support Mandarin, it didn't support Korean, it didn't support Thai. So what we were asked to do is, Vetrivel team, you are given the task of identifying what language this is. If it is any of those 3 languages, then convert it to English. Once you convert it to English, identify what are all the entities using some technique like named entity recognition. After identifying, give us back an output in a JSON format, which will have all these banking entities. So this is another domain, banking, and this specific use case can be used either in banking or finance or medical. So what I'm trying to do is, we have all these applications, we have n number of domains. So for each and every application, I'm trying to give an example from my real life work experience that can really help you relate with the use cases, and also where these use cases will fit in these domains. So next we will go to, so what we did there. So we used a fast text model for language detection, and we used a MBART 50 model, which will support 50 languages. It converted these 3 languages into English, and after converting, we were using custom NER models to identify the banking specific entities. There I was giving an example of medical entities. Now here it is banking entities. We were able to extract, do certain pre-processing using packages like regex and NLTK. Then we created a JSON format, which is given as output back to the system. So let us come to the next application. The next one is text or document summarization. This was already discussed in the first session taken by Balaji, and these are the differences. One is extract to summarization, the other is subtract to summarization. In extract to, what happens is, if we have a PDF document as a imagine it's a 50-page report. This report is about what the company was doing for the entire year, but CEOs or CFOs, they don't have time to read the entire report. So what they might need is, okay, what are all the key insights from this? I want what is exactly present there. So in that case, we will take extract to summarization. It will always take sentences from the original text and give out a shorter version of that. But abstract to summarization, what happens is, it will try to give out a new sentence, a new paragraph, or a new point from the existing points, but they will be closely related. But whenever we need to be very careful while using abstract to summarization. Why? Because it might give wrong information. It might interpret certain values that are not present in the original report. So in those cases where you need the exact value and you don't need any the machine should not use its intelligence so that it creates own values. In those cases, you need to use extract to summarization. And in certain cases where it can be very creative, like a chatbot. See, chatbot responses can be really very creative, unless and until it doesn't make the customer angry. It can actually delight the customer by its responses. If it is closer to a human being, the customers will be very, very delighted. So in those cases, we can use abstract to summarization, where the customer is asking, uploading a document and asking for something. Why we are really happy about ChatGPT is, it is able to interpret everything that is being passed to it, whether it is a text directly given to the text or any question given to it, or whether we are passing a long text, a long PDF document or any other document. So it is trying to be fluent and also it is trying to be casual at the same time. So this is why we like models like, that's why even any common man who doesn't have to know much about technology can use ChatGPT today. And that's I think that's why in the first slide I was talking about why AI has become a friend than it has become an enemy to anyone else. So